Hey guys, it's your boy the B- Gamer, and welcome back to my Road to Glory, Luton Town, the Pirates and Vikings, and Mongols career mode. And last episode, we loot and plundered some of the best young talents from the Barclays Premier League, but now it is time to grow those talents in this accelerated season. In this episode, we're going to go ahead and be going through the whole entire second half of this season. But first, we got our scouts going off to Brazil, and you might have missed it, but we also got them in Germany. See if we can find some nice young talent that we can develop. And now we are into the James Paint Trophy up against Coventry City. And guys, something about this second half of the season, our defense is on paper better, but in reality, on the field, we are crazy. What is going on? Look at this own goal. Harriman, he was there in the first season. He's not a new signing. It takes a while, I guess, for the team to gel together, and we were not gelling together early, but we somehow clawed our way back with a late penalty right there. And there we go, Devontae Cole getting the penalty. And could we get the go-ahead? Mpandu going top shelf, and we have netted ourselves. The comeback is on, and we will advance in the James Paint Trophy. And smart bargain right here. He scores the winning goal and says, "Hey coach, I need that was a really good goal. I should probably get a raise." I was like, you know what, Mpandu? You're right. I'm going to go ahead. He is a revelation in the midfield. His stats are magnificent right here. And look at us. I realized that I was playing too many of these games and not simming them. I'm playing up against 18th place right here. And you could see we are just strictly, there wasn't any skill right there. I just outpaced this team. So we're going to go ahead and probably sim a lot of the more of the lower tier teams as we are still on top of the league. But we're going to play the higher tier teams. And here we go. Look at this reaction time. That is League 2 reaction time as Andres Pereira with a higher reaction time than 50, just pouncing on that and getting a goal as we advance against Northampton. And here's the big one, guys, the FA Cup match. If you guys don't remember, we had an amazing win that came down to penalties up against Liverpool, but now we are against Everton. Not that much easier for a League 2 side, and we were going to scrap and scrape. And look at this, just at the pace, the technical ability. We were running circles, and we could barely get anything onto it. Luckily, we're able to get away, but it keeps on falling to them, and this would be the story of the whole entire game. Me just desperately defending and praying to goody goodness that we could get something here. I'm just firing a long-distance shot, but it was always a prayer from there, and it was going to go into halftime tied 0-0. But in the second half, the 59th minute, is this a minute of truth? Good looking up play with Devontae Cole, who cuts inside with the body feint, keeping calm, cool, collected. You go, Devontae, and there we go. We get a goal ahead of Everton, and look at me, I was like, immediately, park the bus, everybody stay back. But for some reason, my team, I make a stupid mistake right there. I should have just cleared it. I went for the over-the-top pass. I got too cute, and I let them in. Oh, I should have just cleared. I should have just, that's the whole point of park the bus. I just get rid of the pressure. Mark Tyler couldn't getting down, and then Everton would keep on pressing. We are wide open in the back. Even with the park the bus, I had to open up again, and that would open up us to attack. But then it would be us. But then a brilliant pass to Mpandu, the central midfielder, right at the keeper. That was our moment. That was our moment to clinch victory. And when we did not seize it, this was going to happen. Overly aggressive Kevin Morales. You can see it in the replay. Amazing shot, but two of our defenders go to cut him off, and we just leave him wide open. Way too much space at the top of the box, and an amazing shot right there. But could we get something? 90th minute. Let me get some scripting right here, and it would not be. It's falling to them, and with the 90th minute, that would be the last touch of the ball, and we go out in the FA Cup trophy. We had it guys. We're gonna go ahead and get 150k from the FA Cup. It was a good run. And I can't be mad at that. I'm proud of my boys. We definitely had an historic win, a legendary win for our Luton Town fans up against Liverpool. And we fought tooth and nail against Everton, so I can't be any more prouder than my boys. We turned a lot of heads in England, so they have to watch out for us. And we got a season to move on. We can't have our heads hung low. We got to keep on going on. And unfortunately, a little bit of a hangover from the Everton match right here, as we are not strong enough letting in the cross. And there we go. We're able to clear it, but unfortunately, we knock it back. back. Steve McNulty, I got a little bit cute and tried to pass it out of the back. I backheel it right into the path of the defender. What was I thinking right there? But we would try to get it back. And Solanke, so strong, the Chelsea man getting onto the board, his first goal for the Luton Town Pirates. And then we would keep on going on. The Viking, the other strong signing, going Valhalla, getting the second goal up against Oxford as we take the lead in the 55th minute. But then it would be Oxford in the second half, once again just working it over the top, and the cross off the crossbar and back in. We are not able to retaliate in time, and McDonald getting onto the board. But in the 70th minute, it would be Mpanzu, the central midfielder, going Johnny Drama, victory! And in the 71st minute, that would be the winner right there. And what a ridiculous match. Man, our defense is not on point, but our freaking offense is killer in League 2 right now, and we would keep it on going on. And Ndoye, the Atletico Madrid man, just saying, get the fuck off me. Look how badly he abuses this poor defender. Oh, so strong, the Atletico Madrid man, Maman Ndoye. But then more shoddy defending as we let them back in. Hopefully we are on top of the league, but we do not want to give up all 3 points, and we are able to somehow get a 90th minute penalty, and that would assure us we're getting another late penalty. And we're going to go ahead and sim a couple of these lower games. As I said earlier, we are simming the kind of lower games, and the Shrimpies are in the lower end of the spectrum of the table. And then another game against Southend. Southend just won in that Luton Town D, but Ndoye was gonna say, you get nothing and you will like it. So strong, Mamada Ndoye getting the 1-0 win. Not the fanciest of wins, but one to me, a 1-0 win is just as pretty as a 5-0 win. It's all good in the hood. And there we go, McCollum getting a comfortable win. And look at Southend again, just wanting that D right there. And then look at this, a little bit of a bounce back, a nice corner from them. I will give them that, just heading it right into the path of an unmarked Weston as he slams it home, first time off the volley. But then it would be Pereira from on the edge of the box. The Manchester United man has come through with a nice little long shot, a little bit of a trickler, but it finds placed perfectly into the bottom right hand corner of the net. No chance for the keeper. Strong, and then we would go pressing on for the winner right there. And Ndoye, once again, a revelation. Look at him getting the winning goals in these past couple of games. And do the booty dance, rock it everywhere. And that would not be the winner. It would be a tie in this match. And as you can see in the table here, we sit atop with 86 points, but Tranmere Rovers not making it easy for us, breathing down our necks, only 7 points away. And we're going to go ahead. These are the dog days of the season right here. Hopefully just praying to not get a major injury. I think that's the biggest thing. If we get an injury to one of our youngsters, it really hampers their development. So that's like the biggest thing that I pray for in these games. But I've been actually really lucky. The second half of the season, the first half of the season, I was getting injuries all over the place. But the second half, not bad at all. And now we have the James Paint Trophy final at beautiful Wembley Stadium against Leyton Orient. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a big one, guys. But I'm going to give you a little bit of a spoiler alert. This game was an absolute snoozer. Pretty much nothing. It was a highly defensive battle, and this would be the one highlight. Solanke cutting in, cutting out, going strong, lays it in front of him, and sneaks it underneath the keeper. And Solanke, the Chelsea man, actually been a little bit of a disappointment. If I were to be honest, I thought he'd be a little bit better, but he's been coming on a lot stronger now that he's starting to develop in the season. And look at us getting our first piece of silverware. We got silverware. We have Luton and pirated and Viking and Mongold our way to the James Paint Trophy. Oh, it's beautiful. And look how little money we get. We got 42 grand. Are you kidding me? What am I gonna do with 42 grand? Anyway, these are a whole bunch of games that I simmed ahead, and you can see that with those sim games, we're actually extending our lead over Tranmere Rovers, but still not, it's a comfortable lead, but not the most comfortable leads as possible. And looky here, this is the youngster that we have found from England, looking really promising, already 59 at 16. And I was going to go ahead and try to sign him before the May bump. And the reason why, if you guys don't know, apparently if you sign them after the May bump, they don't really develop in their physical stats. They can get glitched, so we're going to try to get them in. Here we go. We have some scouts coming back from Germany, getting us some good players right here. And another great youngster from Brazil. Let's see what he can do. We're going to go ahead and bring them into the youth academy. And look at the potentials on these guys. Look at all that dark green and slide tackle, stand tackle for that one. And Jordan Dunn just looking good. And we're going to go ahead and bring them in. in before the May bump, hopefully, but it's going to be a close call. I might have made a mistake, but here we go. Sitting on top of the league, 98 points. Our lowest competitor is at 87. So we've done it, guys. We have effectively won League 2, and the rest of these games are pretty much for show. And we're going to go into the final match of Everton, playing a lot of our sentimental favorites. Playing Adam Dunn, actually, the youngster from the youth squad, is going to go into this game, as well as Steve McNulty, the legend. And there we go, over the top. Nice pass from Cole, our newbie, onto the ball. And look at the strength of the youngster, and look at the fight. The 16-year-old is going to play it across, and Cole, who started the counter, will finish it. And oh my goodness, I'm shedding a tear. I'm shedding a tear because look at the heart, look at the fight. We are Pirates and Vikings, and that is the spirit, the plundering spirit of the Viking right there in Adam Dunn right there. And then it would be Loftus-Cheek going off the post, unlucky, but Kufumu Tuasu. What was that? It looked like a cross, but I was actually doing the shot, but it doesn't matter. Look at us, boys. We have won League 2, Luton Town. It's so beautiful, and there we go, the captain, I put him in. Steve McNulty, the legend, is into this game, and he will raise the trophy for us, one of the few remaining members, and he is going to stay on this team for as long as he possibly wants to. I'm just going to offer him a new contract at the end of the year. And look at Steve McNulty, look at him, he's been with the club for so many years, and look at it as he raises the League 2 trophy. And oh my god, oh what an incredible season, guys. And look out, League 2, Steve McNulty, tell him.
Yeah, come on, look out!
But it wouldn't be all fun in games. I have made a crucial mistake. I'm a bad Asian. I did not do the math. All the loan to buy players, I didn't leave out enough funds. I spent too much on scouts and buying youngsters, so we're not going to be able to sign Andres Pereira, Loki, our Mabo. All those guys were unable to sign. But here we go, guys. It's been a good season, though. I'm going to go through all these players, Mark Heron, McNulty, all legends, and I'm going to go through the squad report and tell you and kind of grade out some of them and how I felt about this first season. Tyrese Browning, a growth of 2, pretty good stats, which is, he already has pretty good physical stats, so it's not all that bad. Kim Soo Beam, we got him off a free agency, and he has been solid in that left back position. Francis Xavier Fumo Tamazu has been very pacey, developing, but the stamina a little bit letting me down. A little bit of a disappointment. We paid almost $1 million for him, and he has not been living up. I'd probably give him around a C+, a B- for his overall grade this season. Next up, the Arsenal man, Gideon Zalelem, and he's probably been our best midfielder. It's probably a tie between him and Andres Pereira, getting a +2, and Andres Pereira scoring some big goals. As you guys see, a nice little long shot from distance, and pretty good defensively, surprisingly good defensively. I'd probably give him around a B+, and Zalelem the same thing, around a B+. Two of our best midfielders by far. Hopefully we can go ahead and sneak him back in the second half. Zach Grealish, we got on a free transfer. His 66 has barely grown, just gotten him +1 in the aggression. He's been solid, nothing too incredible. Devontae Cole, MVP of the season. I'm giving it to Devontae Cole. If I could give to anybody, it would be Lee Kun-Home, but unfortunately he's no longer with the club. And look at those stats, 96 sprint speed and 91 acceleration. I gotta give him an A- at least. Dominic Solink, been a little bit of a disappointment. I'd probably give him a C+ for this first season, but he's gonna develop into the 80s, and then I reserve judgment until he's fully developed into the first one. And this is a youngster that we got from England, that was scouted from England, Jordan Dunn right here, and look at that. 65 cam, 16, and already valued almost at $500,000. Unfortunately, I think he's glitched. He's not going to develop any further in those physical stats, but already growing in the other stats. Jeremy Bommy, a little bit of a disappointment. I realize now that pace is not everything. Pace is useless without stamina and control, and that's kind of what Jeremy Bommy is, but we got him for a decent price. Martin Smith, we got on a free transfer from Sunderland, and he's been solid. He's kind of been overshadowed by Zalelem and Andres Pereira, but I give him a solid B+ when he's been in the game. Paddy McNair, from Manchester United, not too much to say. He's been solid. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, not all getting all too much. He's been solid. And Pele Roddick Mampanzu, this is the man. Look at those freaking stats: 80 sprint speed, 82 acceleration, and freaking 83 strength in the midfield. He is just a hidden gem for us. And Mamar Ndoye, oh man, I'm so sad that he's probably gonna have to go at the end of the season. All these guys that we loaned out with the loan to buy, we're probably gonna have to say goodbye to all of them. Johannes Wall, amazing production from a guy who thought couldn't really finish. He's only got 52 finishing, but that combination of strength and speed is just overpowering for League 2 opponents. Our Marble, Jules Loki, they've been solid role players, but nothing all that great. Probably grade them around C minuses to both of them. They've been mediocre, and I'm probably gonna let both of them return to their clubs. Luke Wilkinson, solid. Our best center back to start off with. He's been pretty good. I give him a B+. Danny Fitzsimmons been playing well. Luke Rooney, pretty much overshadowed, but a good amount of growth. Probably gonna sell him in the next season. And a couple of these other guys, not too much to say. A lot of them went out on loan, and we'll probably be getting rid of them next season. We're gonna go right quickly into these. Unfortunately, we do not have the funds. I am a bad accountant, and we're not gonna be able to re-sign any of them. But what we are gonna do right here, you're going to see that I'm giving Nathan Doyle a huge wage contract, and you're saying, what? B-, what are you doing right here? Well, here's the thing. No matter how much wage budget or transfer budget you have, next year the board of director ultimately decides on what is going to be your budget that year. So you can't really hold over any of your winnings or wages into the next season unless you give one player a large contract like we did to Nathan Doyle. Now we're going to go into the next season, and you're going to see right here they're going to be giving us our new budget for the season, and it's 425k and 2k a week. That is less than we had in League 2. Oh my god. Well, thank God we're doing this exploit. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and sell Nathan Doyle, and once we sell him, we get all of those wages back into our budget, and we can effectively double our transfer budget. But even then, it's not going to be all that much. I doubt we're going to be able to get Andres Pereira back. We are going to have to be bargain shopping, and it doesn't look like the board is going to be giving us too much help. So the only way we're going to be able to buy bigger and better players is we're going to have to do what we always do. We're Vikings. We're Pirates. We're gonna be looting and plundering in League 1. If you guys enjoyed this series, smash that like button. Subscribe if you are new. This has been your boy, the B- Gamer, and I am a pirate. And until next time, guys, remember, stay humble.